Hi guys, Nokia in 1991 when in Finland started got very popular among people in till you can say 1998 because they were the ones who started phone which was no matter it was heavy but yes it was the phone. Then in 1998 when they launched their first portable mobile phone which was hardly of 800 grams, they got popular in each of the market, no matter it's European market or Asian market. So at that point of time, the thing which was important was the cell phone. But when when the different people came into the play, especially the Apple and Android in 2007, when Android and Apple came into the European market. They were growing there, and here still in Asian market, Nokia was there with the Symbian software. But when Android came to India, they have provided numerous number of applications. Apple provided a numerous number of applications. Say for an example, uh, Apple provided 25 and Android provided 40 applications. But Symbian's Nokia couldn't even provide 15 applications to their customer. And so the era become a software oriented rather than the hardware oriented. So Android made the ecosystem, whole ecosystem of their own. The manufacturing of the mobile phone was dependent on the Android. The application developer was dependent on Android, and uh, the applications that he makes was dependent on Android, because Android was a kind of platform on which everything will be run. It was kind of an interdependent community. So here Nokia was being outdated and being alone, couldn't really update themselves. There were two reasons for that, because they have a very giant business. They had a very huge and bulky business. It was not easy to change with that pace, because whenever the we all know change is good and adapting the change is a good thing, but it also depends how fast do you change yourself. So being the broader business, narrow down your business and getting everything changed was not easy for Nokia. Also they were the constant believer that yes, we are the hardware oriented brand. They were stick to their software Symbian, which couldn't really provide the entertainment to the people. So the biggest failure here for Nokia was the change. They couldn't change themselves. So second reason when came in 2010, they thought that they will change. A new CEO has come into play. His name was Stephen Elop. Stephen Elop was a former employee of Microsoft. So he never came to flourish the business of Nokia. He rather came with a you know rather came with an idea to sell Nokia to Microsoft so that he can become the next CEO. So here what the learning we can take is always hire people who are high skilled, no matter Mr. Alov was high skilled but he was not at all high will. So high will people should be there in your organization, so that they can probably run this business successfully in a right direction. But Mr. Elov was not willing at all to flourish the business in 2010. If Nokia would have adopted Android as others were adopting, there would have been no competitor of the Nokia by now. So because the kind of business that Nokia had all over the globe, if suddenly that your favorite brand will become Android supported, will give you all the features, why will you go to the other brand but not Nokia? So in 2010 when they decided to change, Mr. Alok, who was former employee of Microsoft, went to Microsoft only and adopted an operating system of Windows, which was not at all successful in mobiles. Everybody knew it, nobody liked it, so it got again failed. So here third learning is even if you change yourself, but change in the right direction. So Mr. Alop couldn't really do a work in Nokia's favor. So third learning is, whenever there is a change should be in right direction. You need to go, you if even if you need to make your own ecosystem, you need to first go into the flow. You need to go into the similar market where you will get the audience, where you will get the customer. So in when the Microsoft got failed, Nokia was sold to Microsoft only. Even Microsoft couldn't run the Nokia business very successfully, because though Nokia Lumia, there was a version who got famous for a while, but eventually it didn't really work. So now the current scenario of Nokia is the HMD work. With there is a company who bought Nokia, who took the license, or you can say the permission of 10 years from Microsoft to sell it as a Nokia. Though there is some royalty go to Nokia. They are making their featured phone again that we used to see earlier, which was very famous. Now slowly, gradually, they are becoming a part of market again. 2018 they have sold around 400 million smartphones. Yes, so they are coming back right with the basics, sticking to their basics and adopting the change. Adopting the change in the sense, they have launched their smartphone on the Android platform only, which is the current ecosystem. So three major learning. First, change is everything. You need to adapt the change. You need to be the part of ecosystem. Otherwise, you will get lapsed. Second, the employees that you hire should be of high skill and high will also. Third, even if you adopt the change, though your change should be in the right direction. These are the three learnings from Nokia's failure in my life. Thank you guys.